Hello, you may have heard recently that Donald Trump has declared war on Greenland, that the United States may be invading Greenland, and in fact, going to war with Europe, that is, a trade war. Just wanted to let you know that none of this is actually true. It's not that those things didn't happen, it's just that this is actually not the reality that we are creating right now. So I'm pretty convinced about that. You might also feel into this for yourself and see what feels right and what feels true to you. Do you feel like we're going to be stepping into a reality where the United States of America begins to go to war with its own allies, more so than it's already doing? I don't think that's going to happen. I think we've reached the beginnings of a tipping point, and I've been saying this for about a decade now. I think that we've reached the beginnings of a tipping point, 2026, and once we get into 2027, in the springtime of 2027, things will completely transform in a bigger and better way than they did back in the 1960s, when there was a sort of hippie revolution that was kind of only relegated to a certain class of people and a certain type of people. It wasn't something that was widespread. But if we were to say, for example, dose Donald Trump with LSD, now I didn't say that, or dose Donald Trump with psychedelics, mushrooms or anything like that, now I didn't say that. But if we were to do that, maybe we would have a sort of revelation occur. Donald Trump is part of us. We are him, he is us. This is not some separate thing. Whether you're American or whether you're not, all people are sharing the same experience, the same earth. We have our individual points of view, right? We have our individual perspectives, but it's not different than Donald Trump saying, "Oh, I'm so mad that I didn't get the Nobel Prize. Let me just get really upset and text the president of Norway and say I'm going to go to war with you guys." We can understand that, right? We've all been there. We've all had arguments with people, family, work, friends. We've all had those arguments where we feel we're right. We deserve something. Trump probably feels like he created a lot of peace in the world, but people are vilifying him. So what are you going to do? Go to war. I'm just telling you it's not going to happen. Mr. Trump, Donald Trump, let's find a better way. Personally, for me, I don't like to punish and vilify people. So I would just say this. Donald Trump and everyone else involved, Conservative Party, ICE, whoever you are, who's caught up in all this violence, I'm on your side. I'm not condoning what you're doing. But at the same time, I'm not going to turn you into some kind of demon. You're not a bad person. You're not evil. You're just doing things that are. We're all doing bad things often. It's not something. This is not like some sort of news, right? We all do bad things. We're working on it. So I'm just here to say, I don't think that this whole going to war and taking over Greenland is going to happen. I get it, and I get why Russia wants to go to war with Ukraine. I get all of it. I understand all of it. It's never going to end. We cannot create more peace through war. Everyone knows that, but we don't have any better plan yet. That's the problem. That's why I brought up dosing people with psychedelics, because that could give you outside of the box ideas, maybe more peace and love. But we don't have a plan. It's like if we stop the war, and if I say, okay, I'll stop. But then they're going to fight. They're going to take my stuff. It never ends. So I'm just here to say that this is not the route we're going. This is not the path we're walking down collectively. This is not the direction that we're going to take. I feel as though I have a pretty powerful voice for me personally. That's just my opinion. You can agree or disagree with me if you want to. And I don't care. I care what you think. But if you're someone out there who says, oh, well, no, war is actually good. No, never good. Not good. It's just not happening anymore. Maybe it was the right thing to do back then. It's not anymore. Things are changing. Things have changed. I'm part of that change. So here we go. Peace, protests, peaceful protests, all the good things. And we're turning the wheel. We're just turning the wheel of history, of life. It's all part of the growth cycle. And this is not copium. I'm not saying, oh, everything happens for a reason. It's great that all these people died. No, not great. It's just, it all happens for a reason. That's also true. It also sucks, and it shouldn't happen anymore. I'm not saying that's true, but that's my opinion. I feel strongly about that opinion. Yeah. So, Trump, you got to calm down. A lot of people, not just Trump, a lot of people need to calm down. So many people need to calm down. That's the truth. We all need to take a chill pill and recognize what a beautiful world that we live in, recognize the abundance that we have, recognize how amazing things could be if we were able to just be with that. Not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. We're doing the best that we can. We're doing a pretty good job, I would say, despite all. I'm not here to criticize humanity. You know what I'm saying? We're doing the best we can. But the war thing has got to stop. It's going to. It's not that it has to stop. It's going to stop. We are not doing that anymore. Thank you. Bye.